Hi, I'm Wendy from shinyhappyworld.com, and today I'm going to teach you how to stuff something, a pillow or a stuffed animal. I'm going to teach you some stuffing tricks. You would think that stuffing is just shoving a handful of stuffing in whatever you've made, but if you're not careful, I deliberately stuffed this one badly. If you just stuff stuff in there, you'll get these floppy points. Anything that's sticking out of what you've made is not going to get stuffed because the opening got blocked here because you just had a big old wad of stuffing. So what I'm going to show you today, I've got a tricky little shape, a little triangle with some points on it, and I'm going to show you the right way to stuff it. And that is not just taking a big handful and pushing it in there. You want to take your stuffing and kind of pull it apart so it's loose and fluffy. And you want to take some very small bits of stuffing. And you always want to start with the farthest and smallest points in whatever you're making. And put in a tiny little bit of stuffing and fill that point up. That point is now nicely stuffed. I'm going to do that with all of the points of this. Teeny little bits of stuffing to get into the teeny little points. Pinky to get it in there. You can use a chopstick or something like that to help you push it into the points too. I just usually think my hands are a pretty useful tool. So I put a tiny little piece of stuffing in each of the points, and now they're nicely stuffed. So I'm going to take a slightly bigger couple of pieces of stuffing, slightly bigger one, and I'm going to put it in the slightly wider part of that point. And you always want to mash it. Stuffing can take as long to stuff an animal as it takes to make it. So that's nice and evenly stuffed all the way up to that point now. I'm going to work my way around the triangle. You want to do this with whatever you're stuffing. If you are doing a little bear or something, you want to stuff his legs before you stuff his body. And just put in as big a piece or as small a piece as you need to fill the tiny little area that you're filling. Now our areas are getting progressively bigger, so we can start putting in bigger pieces of stuffing. So all of my points are pretty well filled. I'm going to put one more little piece up here, because this one's kind of a long, skinny point. And now all I have left is this flat place in the middle. Now I can take, probably not that big, but I can start taking some bigger chunks of stuffing. And again, I want to get as far away from the hole first as possible from the opening that I'm using. But now I can start putting in some bigger pieces because I'm filling a big area, and filling that big area now is not going to block entrance to the little areas. But I still am going to work my way in from the middle and keep pushing it toward all those points. So there you go. Now I put a little bit more stuffing in there, but you get the idea. All of those edges are really, all those points are really nice and full, and it's got consistent stuffing throughout. So that's how you stuff anything, a pillow, a stuffed animal, a teddy bear, anything like that. You put the stuffing first in the smallest parts and the parts that are farthest away from your stuffing hole. Start with those small little points first and then progressively work back toward the center and toward the stuffing opening. I'm Wendy from shinyhappyworld.com. See you next time.